7:30, 8 o'clock, we get called to a domestic in Dagenham. The complainant, which was a young lady, mid-20s, it was her boyfriend that had been attacked by his dad. So she phoned us up and she was waiting for us at the door. And she said, "I'm so sorry to call you guys out. My boyfriend's dad gave him a slap and we've been trying to deal with it ourselves, but I can't handle it no more." And I went in and my colleague's gone into the kitchen with the complainant and I've gone into the living room. And I see the gentleman. He was an older gentleman, I would say in his 60s, and he looked a bit frail-ish, you know, and he's just sitting there looking at me, not saying anything, not posing a threat, not being aggressive. But his wife is hovering around me on the phone. She keeps prodding me, distracting me, so I've got her annoying me, and I'm looking around the house for signs of a disturbance. But because everything was so untidy, I couldn't tell what's what. So then I look over to my left to make sure my colleague's okay, and I could see her talking to the complainant. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, he's committed an offence of common assault. I'll just bring him in. So as I'm thinking I'm going to go and arrest him, he's made a statement saying he's come straight in here to arrest. And I thought, well, yeah, I have. So I went, yes, I have, mate, like that. And I looked down at my pouch to get my handcuffs out, and I'm going to start saying the caution. And he's jumped up out of his seat and it's made a bit of a noise. So I've looked up, and the first thing I see, he's got a sword in his hand in that position, and he's going to swipe it towards my head. So I've just dived to my left as quickly as I can, and as I've dived to my left, my right hand's naturally stuck out, and he swiped the sword down at me. But it's missed my head, thankfully, and he's whacked me across the hand. So my training tells me, create space, move back, draw your taser, switch it on, aim and fire. So that's what I did with the hand that got hit with, without me realising it's actually broken. It's not registered how bad it was. So I backed into the kitchen and I see him still thrusting the tip of the sword like that towards me. And I'm thinking, I need to take this guy out, otherwise he's going to kill me, he's going to kill my colleague, and you know, it's going to end up really, really bad. And then I've seen him strike forward like that, but he's stumbled forward, he's lost his balance and he's lost his footing. Threw my taser away and I've just pushed him, and he's fell backwards into the living room, and then I've landed on top of him. I've closed him down so he's not got enough room to swing at me. He's on his back, and then I've just hit him enough just to subdue him. Wife has just then lunged and landed on top of me. She's grabbed me, so I've had to push her off me, and I've just yelled down at the radio. You know, I already pressed my emergency button. I just yelled down the radio. He just fucking hit me with a sword. The sword was about 4 foot long, and it was like a broadsword, and it was a heavy lump of metal. Thankfully it wasn't sharp, because if it had been sharp I would be one-handed right now. But it was a heavy lump of metal, and where it struck me on the hand, it fractured my thumb. And when I went to hospital to have it x-rayed, it was just looked like gravel. It had just exploded in the skin. You know, I had pins put in my hand. I had 2 pins in a cross like that. One went directly into my wrist, and another one went into the hand, and it was stuck in that position for 4 weeks. I had muscle wastage, I had nerve damage, I had ligament damage, and it took a good 6 months for my hand to, be fully functional again. We're there to preserve life and protect people, even from him. Like, I'm protecting his family from him. You know, we're the good guys. We're here to help people as much as we can.